ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Houston Rockets Daily. My name is Jackson. If you guys like daily Rocket content, you enjoy this video, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Jae'Sean Tate. Jae'Sean Tate. I do the J Tate. No, it doesn't work. All right. On my daily live NBA show at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday, I will see you guys on Monday. Thank you for everyone who came in today. We were talking, Sirio, the guy I do it with, we were talking about Jae'Sean Tate's contract right before yesterday. So, free agency, it's currently Friday afternoon. Free agency started yesterday officially at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And that morning we were discussing Jae'Sean Tate's contract, and we were thinking it was going to look a little bit like Royce O'Neal's contract where he got 4 years for $36 million, something like that. The Houston Rocket, it was kind of like that, but even better. Jae'Sean Tate yesterday was extended, 3-year contract worth $22.1 million. He was set to make $1.8 million next season, but we had a team option on him, and so we declined it. And the reason we declined it is because money's going to go up a lot next year. This gives him a guaranteed contract. This is just straight up guaranteed money right here. And we have on the third year, we have a team option, which is good. But I guarantee you this, guys, if we accepted his team option and we went into next season with Jae'Sean Tate making 1.8, set to be an unrestricted free agent after next year, this guy, he would have cost a lot of money, in my opinion, because Jae'Sean Tate's a good player. He's 1 year removed of being first team All-NBA rookie, or first All-NBA All-Rookie first team in his first year, and he's about to enter his third season. But even if Tate didn't do more than his averages of 11.8 per game, 5.4 rebounds, and 2.8 assists last season, even if he did those exact numbers, I bet you he's going to make at least $10 million with the new CBA and how much new money is coming into the NBA. You're going to see contracts go up so much higher next season. So 26 years old, this is the perfect complimentary piece to have, almost like a Royce O'Neal, just can't shoot three-pointers. I made a video on Tate a couple of days ago kind of talking about how he's on a team option and we still haven't made a decision on it, saying how he shot Jae'Sean Tate with the same amount of threes per game, a little over 2.5 threes per game. Tate shot 29%. He shot sub 30% from downtown in the first half of the season. I think it was 28. Then in the second half of the season, he shot 38%. So I'm still actually a little hopeful that Jae'Sean Tate's going to develop a three-point shot. But at the same time, I view him almost as a perfect player off of the bench. Maybe not a sixth man, but like a seventh man. Start some games. We'll see. A three-point shot would actually do wonders. Because I saw a projected lineup for I don't think Eric Gordon gets traded, but once Eric Gordon stops seeing playing time, somebody said in our stream today, or in our show today, that they wanted KPJ, Jalen Green, Tate at the 3, Jabari at the 4, Şengün at the 5. I think Tate and Jabari should be flipped if you're going to start Tate, because what we saw last season with Daniel Tice starting at the 5 and Christian Wood playing the 4 is we saw very, 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 not only just bad spacing in general, Jalen Green wasn't able to do pretty much anything when Daniel Tice started with him because the paint's just being clogged up. And so Tate being at the 3, it's just he can't shoot. He was a center in college, played 4 years at Ohio State at center, went overseas for 2 seasons, but he has a vast arsenal of paint and post moves. So putting him at the 3 when he does a lot of his work in the paint, just scoring on bigger dudes, it wasn't the best spot for him. So that's why I'd want Jabari at the 3, Tate at the 4. I think my long-term, at the end of this next season, I think my starting lineup, if I could pick it right now off the top of my head, I would go Kevin at 1, Jalen at 2. I'd probably still go Jabari at the 3 and then Tari at 4 with Şengün playing the 5. And the reason being is because Tari Eason I'm actually very hopeful he's going to develop a more consistent three-point shot, but he's not the best three-point shooter. His draft was actually kind of starting, his stock was actually kind of falling very, very slightly because in the combines and in the workouts, some videos were getting leaked, and just the workouts in general of his three-point shot, and it was just very inconsistent. Like some of his threes would be very flat with a specific motion. Then 5 threes later it would be a different motion with a high arc. So it just seemed like it's definitely more of something we have to work on, is developing Tari Eason's three-point shot. So that's why I would want Tari probably playing the 4 spot, because he's so good at defense and he's very good in transition scoring as well. So I don't think long-term Jae'Sean Tate is really going to be a starter. If he starts next season and Eric Gordon doesn't, or even if they decide to not play Eric Gordon, you throw Jabari at the 3 and Tate at the 4, which I think is very unlikely. If they were to do that, we'll see, but I would still say if that happens, his time starting is very limited. I would go as far to say as I think his time being a starter for Houston is probably over, or a consistent starter, an everyday starter. Like last season, he started in 77 to 78. But you could also switch that the same way. Is like, hold on, the rookies are the guys who are going to have to beat him for his job. He didn't just lose his job. He started in all but 1 games and played essentially the whole season. So I definitely understand that side as well. But even if he does start, like I said, I think the time's getting closer to the end. Unless he turns into like a legitimate star, or he doesn't necessarily have to be a star, but like almost like a Jay Crowder, where the defense is so good, the passing is so good. Not specifically talking about Jay Crowder, but if Tate's defense, passing, rebounding, steals, block, because Tate can do everything except shoot. If that happens, that's like Jay Crowder is a role I could kind of see him playing. And so with just under, not great at math here, $22 million 3-year, just over $7 million, I think like we literally got Jae'Sean Tate at such a steal. It's ridiculous. The rest of this article here, I'm on The Athletic, is that Kelly Oiko said this: the deal is a smart, team-friendly solution that allows the Rockets to maintain flexibility and rewards Tate for his on-court production in the 2 seasons he's been with the team. I remember making, like, one of my first ever videos on my main channel was a Jae'Sean Tate video, because Swaggy got me making Rocket videos right at the end of, because it was like right after the bubble, so that season started late. What did it start? I think it started like right around Christmas, something like that. And so I remember like one of my first 10 videos, right after like Christian Wood 20 and 10 put it in pen, I made a Jae'Sean Tate video when the Rockets signed him, and it was like, I don't know, you'd watch his NBL highlights and he's not blowing up any stat sheets, but you'd watch his game tape and you're like, he's definitely got that dog in him. So that's it for today. Let me know what you guys think about the Rockets re-signing Jae'Sean Tate. I hope this is our last move. I will still make another free agency video talking about things as a whole, but we need cap flexibility and we want roster flexibility as well. So I'm glad we didn't get Mo Bamba. I'm sorry, but I want to see Usman Garuba play the backup 5 next season. So that's it for today. Hit the like button, hit that sub button. Check out my daily live NBA show. I'll see you guys on Monday. If you hit the subscribe button, we're live on that. We're also on all streaming platforms. Sorry for the plug, but that's it for today. Have a nice weekend, and I'll see you guys, honestly, probably later today.